Lil Loaded is a gifted rapper who was born and raised in Dallas, Texas.
Terrifying moments when bullets soar through the air outside an apartment complex.
He rose to prominence following the publication of his track,
It looks like something out of an action movie. A group of people with some serious firepower.
6 Block 6A6Y, in the year 2000. DeShaun Maurice Robertson is his real name, and he was born in San Bernardino, which is located in the state of California. Despite the fact that he moved to Dallas when he was 10 years old, he frequently moved back and forth between the two states. Lil Loaded was the middle child of 5 children of his family. His experience with his older brother had a significant influence on the way he saw life on the streets. During his childhood in Dallas, Lil Loaded was a member of the legendary Rollins 60s Crips gang, which originated in Los Angeles. He was living in Dallas at the time. The sad shooting death of Lil Loaded's older brother, which occurred while he was 15 years old, had a significant impact on him. With spite of the fact that his mother temporarily exiled him to California for misbehaving, Lil Loaded's involvement with the street life in Dallas got even more intense after the passing of his sibling. In the wake of his brother's passing, Lil Loaded experienced an intense urge to assume responsibility for his family and make certain that his siblings were in good health. Lil Loaded was involved in a number of shootouts and other risky occurrences during this period of time, which would be considered dangerous. In a surprising turn of events, he prevented a potentially fatal event from taking place by reflexively covering his face with his palm in the midst of a gunshot. It was his intention to avoid being investigated by the authorities. Thus, he made the decision not to seek medical assistance despite the severity of his condition. Instead, he went in search of a neighbor who assisted him in removing the bullet and made the hole in the wall disappear. Because of this horrific event, Lil Loaded has made a commitment to live his life with a greater degree of caution from this point forward. At this time of inner transition, he discovered that music provided him with solace. He drew a lesson from his surroundings and experiences and became known as Lil Loaded, a moniker that had become popular in his town due to his tendency of getting intoxicated at basketball sessions. He got this cue from his environment and experiences. Lil Loaded's first single, BOS, which was released in June of 2019, did not receive a lot of positive feedback from fans. Nevertheless, it wasn't until the release of his subsequent song, 6 Block 6A6Y, that he became recognized. Lil Loaded was able to record the song in just 2 takes after discovering an NLE Choppa type beat on YouTube. The following day, on July 26, 2019, he shared a video that he had taken and uploaded around his area. It was a Polish YouTuber named Tommy Craze, who specialized in dissecting low-view rap songs, who discovered the video and circulated it extensively. This was the catalyst that propelled Lil Loaded's career to new heights. Following the release of his breakthrough hit, 6 Block 6A6E, Lil Loaded's meteoric reset to fame was lightning fast, with record labels expressing interest in signing him within a single day thereafter. What actually won over fans was the music's vicious lyrics and chilly delivery, which blended Southern and West Coast hip-hop. Although Tommy Craze's support was important in Lil Loaded's meteoric rise to fame, the thing that truly won over listeners was the music. Additional songs were recorded by Lil Loaded throughout his spectacular climb to stardom. These songs included the popular singles Smoke Today and Gang Unit, demonstrating that he was able to maintain his popularity with more than just a single hit. Soon after Epic Records took notice of him and signed him, he released his first mixtape, which was titled 6 Block 6A6Y, in December of 2019. The collaborations that Lil Loaded has had with other well-known musicians, like as King Von, Pusciesti, NLE Choppa, and Hot Boy, have been essential in the formation of his ascent to stardom. In a tragic turn of events, however, Lil Loaded was confronted with legal troubles following the shooting death of his close friend Khalil Walker on October 25, 2020, in Dallas. When Walker was tragically shot in the chest, he was standing outside of a house with Lil Loaded and another individual, according to the authorities. Additionally, another individual was also present. After hearing gunfire inside the house, Walker's sister went inside and discovered Lil Loaded and the eyewitness kneeling over the body of her brother. It was later discovered that Lil Loaded had posted a video on her phone that purportedly showed her shooting her sibling. After turning himself into the authorities in response to the investigation, Lil Loaded was taken into custody and placed in the custody of the Dallas County Jail. In addition to the primary accusations that were brought against him as a result of Walker's murder, he was also suspected of illegally carrying a weapon, which was a weapons offense. Lil Loaded maintained his innocence throughout the whole legal process, claiming that Walker's murder was the result of an accidental shooting event that occurred while he was filming a music video. After being freed on bond due to contractual obligations with his label, Lil Loaded took to social media to express his sorrow at the death of his friend, to reaffirm his innocence, and to express his gratitude to his supporters. As seen by his experience, even when you are feeling good about yourself, making hasty choices can have disastrous and even fatal consequences. In March of 2021, a grand jury in Dallas County rendered an indictment on Lil Loaded for the crime of manslaughter. Because of his recklessness in causing the death of his fellow soldier, Khalil Walker, this charge was lowered to reflect his lack of responsibility. Crip Tape, Lil Loaded's second mixtape, was released in December 2020 while he was under house arrest. This was done despite the fact that the situation was extremely serious and the legal proceedings were ongoing. After a few months had passed, his smash hit 6lock C6A6Y was awarded the gold certification, despite everything that had already occurred. Unfortunately, Lil Loaded was unable to meet the ever-increasing demands. Despite the fact that he was still in the beginning stages of his music career, he was struggling with the guilt he had over the murder of his friend and the possibility of going to jail. His family and the others who admired him were dealt a devastating blow when Lil Loaded took his own life on May 31st, 2021. A statement from his attorney stated that they were well prepared with a strong defense and that they were looking forward to his upcoming court appearance. In a touching Instagram post that he published right before he passed away, Lil Loaded expressed his thoughts on the challenges he had encountered during his life and asked for forgiveness from his followers. Furthermore, a close friend of Lil Loaded revealed that the rapper had a lot of trouble with his relationships. The friend named Lil Loaded mentioned an event in which the rapper threatened to hurt someone who was engaged to his girlfriend. There are a number of factors that are considered to have contributed to the delicate circumstances that led up to Lil Loaded's passing, including legal challenges, personal connections, and professional expectations. The untimely passing of this individual serves as a somber reminder of the impact that these difficulties may have on individuals, particularly on up-and-coming artists who are attempting to balance fame with hardship. The passing of Lil Loaded has left many who witnessed his talent and potential with a sense of loss, even though his life was cut short in a horrible way. His music will continue to live on in the hearts of everyone who hears it. Lil Loaded, may peace with you be with you.